Is this a compelling vision for the future?
There are two essential ways in which it is as important, maybe even more important for the future than it was for the past. I talked earlier about the way in which an organisation like International House has to foster its staff and its teachers, because they are essentially the core, the heart of what makes the organisation what it is. And in the world we live in at the moment, things are shifting so rapidly in terms of the way we communicate with each other. I'm talking about technology, but of course technology is a side issue. It's not really technology, it's just that we can communicate with each other in different ways now. And an educational vision which says we have to help teachers to grow and develop and move forwards is more important than ever it was now, precisely because of the way the world is changing. I mean, the sort of change from books to electronic kind of means of delivery, the social networking that is now almost taken over the planet, the ways in which people get together sometimes far more often virtually than they do actually face to face. Now, if you're going to deal with that kind of a world, especially in international terms, especially in terms of teaching and learning, then you have to know how to do that and what's going on. And continual professional development, nurturing your staff, training your staff, helping them to learn how to work in that world, or helping them to tell others how they work in that world, is more important now than it ever was. And the second thing we've been talking about in some detail is the whole issue of a genuine international exchange and understanding between peoples and between religions and between beliefs and nations. And I think it is almost impossible to disagree with the idea that that is now more important than it has ever been. Because as we've seen in the last 10 years, we now have the power to do incredibly terrible damage to each other very quickly and very easily in ways that were not possible 100 years ago. And you can take an aeroplane or a person and create absolute havoc if you want. In that sort of climate, the need for people to talk to each other, understand each other, argue with each other, but throw words at each other, but nothing more serious than that, is much more important than it's ever been. And that's why any institution like International House, where people mix and come together and get a glimpse of what each other looks like, seems to me to be more important than it ever was.